Hi, today is Sunday, August 27th, 2023. This is my second English reading for the day. This afternoon, I attended some interesting class given by the technology officer at the IPFS Korea. IPFS Korea handles or offers a series of services for filecoin transactions. They also handle the IPFS, that's interplanetary file exchange service. So at the session, there was a term called gas fee. About my knowledge, my understanding of what gas fee is about only 50% complete. So I just pulled off this article from Filecoin network, and I would like to read and share the information with you. I trust Filecoin, and they are very smart and dedicated and devoted cryptocurrency technology company, Protocol Labs. So let's find out what the gas fee is. And this gas fee concept is widely used across the spectrum of cryptocurrencies in the world. Ethereum, for example, uses the gas fee concept. So from this article, you will be more knowledgeable about other currencies. So stay tuned and have all ears up. And I'm trying to read this article so that I could practice English. I will focus. Reading on English material is quite important for foreigners because they are not native speakers and they need to have good input, good regular input for their English maintenance, English learning. Because we are not native speakers, we need to constantly practice English by reading a lot of materials, and reading aloud is quite important because I could focus on correct pronunciation, instant pickup of words, or inference or deduction of the meaning of new words, expressions, cliches. Along the way, I will try to stop and repeat the expressions several times to memorize them one more time. So here we go. This article is from filecoin.io. And it was written on October 8th, 2020. Filecoin features gas fees. This is the latest installment in our series highlighting unique features of the Filecoin network. This post dives into gas fees, how they operate, and why they are important to the Filecoin network. Filecoin is a blockchain-enabled economy with participants making transactions on a distributed network. Network states are updated through miners recording and processing messages in the blocks that they mine. Network states are updated through miners recording and processing messages in the blocks that they mine. Miners. They record and process messages in the blocks. There are a variety of messages which include storage onboarding, storage deals, ongoing proofs, token transactions, and so on. Storage onboarding, storage deals, ongoing proofs, token transactions, and so on. However, the number of messages that can be processed in a block is limited as a result of constraints imposed by chain performance, scalability, and verification time. As such, chain performance, scalability, and verification time. As such, only a subset of messages on the network can make it into a block at any given time. Only a subset of messages on the network can make it into a block at any given time. Moreover, the executing messages consumes both computation and storage resources on the network. Executing messages consumes both computation and storage resources on the network. Executing messages consumes both computation and storage resources on the network. That's where gas comes into play as a measure of resources consumed by the message. A gas consumed by a message directly affects the cost paid by a sender to submit that message to the blockchain. Gas consumed by a message directly affects the cost paid by a sender to submit that message to the blockchain, and the total gas usage of all messages in the block is bounded. Gas can be thought of as the fuel of the filecoin blockchain, just like a fuel for cars. Before you embark on a road trip, you have to pay for the gasoline that will be consumed while driving the distance and powering the engine up and down hills. Similarly, the message senders on Filecoin pay for the gas that powers or fuels the execution of messages on the Filecoin blockchain. So the message senders on the Filecoin pay for the gas that powers or fuels the execution of messages on the Filecoin blockchain. Filecoin uses gas. Gas was initially implemented on the Ethereum blockchain as a measure of computational and storage resources consumed by a message. This is where the phrase gas unit originated. Historically, in other blockchains, miners specify a gas fee in a unit of native currency and then pay the block producing miners a priority fee based on how much gas is consumed by the message. Historically, in other blockchains, miners specify a gas fee in a unit of a native currency and then pay the block producing miners a priority fee based on how much gas is consumed by the message. But gas consumption is a cost that should be shouldered by the whole network, since every node on the network has to spend storage and computational resources to validate each message and maintain a consistent state of the network. As such, some amount of gas is burned to compensate for the network based on the gas usage of a particular message. Not spreading out this cost creates incentive misalignment as block producing miners may include computationally expensive messages for free at the expense of others. Base fee is a concept introduced by Ethereum's EIP 1559. Base fee multiplied by gas usage for a message is burned. Burning means that it is sent to an unspendable address and removed from circulation on the network. It is dynamically adjusted based on demand for the network's bandwidth at a given moment. It goes up as the network gets congested, such that message senders whose valuation is lower than the network base fee will hold and wait until the congestion is clear. The rate of change in base fee is designed to be fast, to increase quickly to potential DOS attacks and reduce quickly as the network becomes less busy. Message senders who cause the network to become more congested will also internalize the cost by paying a higher fee. Burning also creates slow deflationary pressure that benefits all network participants. Going back to our road trip analogy, think about gas like gas in your car and the network like usual traffic. If roads are congested, for example, during rush hour, and the traffic is stop and go during rush hour, that's a singular, and traffic is stop and go, your car will consume more gas. In those instances, it may make sense to wait a while before starting your trip. The same theory applies on the filecoin network. When network traffic is congested, gas fees will be high, and it might make sense to wait and try back later. On top of burning some fees to compensate the network, message senders include a priority fee for the block producing miners that is untethered to the amount of gas consumed by the message. This is called gas premium, and it can be arranged outside of the protocol too. A practical guide to gas. To help readers better understand the gas fee mechanism, the following describes a list of relevant gas concepts for a message and their interactions. These fields can be set by the message senders but are currently automated in Lotus, and more tooling can be developed. Gas limit. A limit on the amount of gas that a message's execution can consume, estimated and specified by a message sender. The sum of gas limit for all messages included in a block must not exceed the block gas limit. This is in the unit of gas unit, a gas usage, the amount of gas that a message's execution actually consumes. Current protocol does not know how much gas a message will exactly consume ahead of execution. This is in the unit of gas unit. Gas fee cap, the maximum token amount that a sender is willing to pay per gas unit for including a message in a block. A message sender must have a minimum balance of gas fee cap multiplied by gas limit when sending a message, even though not all of that will be consumed. This is in the unit of autofill/gas unit. Gas premium, a priority fee that is paid to the block producing miner per unit of gas limit. This is capped by gas fee cap, and base fee has a higher priority. This is in the unit of autofill gas unit and can be as low as one autofill/gas unit. Base fee, a network-wide variable that is dynamically adjusted based on the sum of gas limit of all messages in the previous tip set. It will increase when the total gas limit exceeds the gas limit target for a block signaling network congestion, and decrease when it is below. This is in the unit of atto field/gas unit. Message senders only need to specify gas fee cap and gas limit for each message. Gas usage multiplied by base fee will be burned as on-chain resources are consumed. Subtracting base fee from gas fee cap will yield gas premium. Gas premium multiplied by gas limit will go to the block producing miners as a priority fee. Block producing miners as a priority fee. Some proportion of the difference between gas limit and gas usage will be burned as an overestimation penalty. The remaining will be returned to the message sender. Currently, the default implementation is that miners select messages based on gas fee cap/gas limit to maximize their expected return given the gas limit of a block. When the network is congested and base fee is high, miners can choose to underpack blocks, hence reducing total gas limit to bring down the gas fee, but potentially at the expense of some gas premium. Future work. Research and engineering teams are working to reduce resource consumption of different on-chain messages to reduce gas usage and improve network performance to increase capacity. However, there are currently some messages on Filecoin, like a submit windowed post that must be included into the chain within a relatively short window, or otherwise a penalty is incurred. More work is being done to improve the economic structure and enable quality of service guarantee for these types of messages. The Filecoin network as a collective of clients, miners, developers, partners, and token holders will continue to collaborate and evolve the network into better directions. Follow the Filecoin Lotus docs and the Filecoin Improvement Protocol for future improvements. Filecoin is an open source cloud storage marketplace, protocol, and incentive layer.